Well, mosquitoes, they're not just pesky, they can really pose some real risk, and we're familiar with West Nile and more increasingly Zika.
Yeah, there are ways to eliminate mosquito breeding grounds. So as we go through this conversation, really think about your own backyard.
I've got a creek behind my backyard, so I'm going to be thinking about it too. John Burton owns Mosquito Squad, the mascot right over here. Dread Skeeter.
What's up, Dread?
What's up, Dread?
You're the coolest mascot.
That is.
Like the chisel jaw. Love it.
Nice,
Here,
muscular.
we can't really see you that well because of this cool contraption, but we'll get a look at you, Dread. Hey, John.
John, mosquitoes, they do pose some real risks for us. Like, what kind of diseases are they carrying?
Yeah, well, as we know here in Nebraska, West Nile has been prevalent over the past couple of years. I have some friends that contracted West Nile. We have some customers that we actually treat for West Nile virus, so obviously they're concerned. Zika has made a lot of news recently. The CDC just recently announced that there are 30 states, as far north as Kansas City, that has this particular mosquito, the Aedes aegypti.
Right.
So it's kind of on the border of Missouri and Nebraska, so it's certainly raised awareness, but here in Nebraska, it's really West Nile virus that we're focusing on and doing what we can to educate the public on what they can do to eliminate standing water.
Well, you did a survey recently and got some information back that really reflects what our habits look like, how much time we're spending outdoors, and whether mosquito activity affects that.
Yeah,
what did you learn?
Yeah, there was a survey that basically surveyed the population. What we found out is that 74% of people are not going to reduce the amount of time they spend outdoors, even though the Zika and the West Nile, all those concerns have raised the awareness. We're not going to reduce our time outdoors. What's concerning is less than 49% actually use any type of bug repellent or anything to protect themselves.
So
or
we're
their children.
Defiant and we're not taking precautionary measures.
Right.
It's a double whammy.
Right, you're not trying to strike fear into people, but
No,
there are
not
certain
at all.
precautions that you can take. What are you going to show us today?
Yeah, so here at Mosquito Squad, we have a strong, memorable message on educating homeowners on what they can do to eliminate standing water. And we call it the 5 T's, and I'll just go ahead and demonstrate those.
Awesome.
The first one is tips. So I have some examples here. The water bowl. So if you have pets, obviously you want to tip those out every 5 to 7 days.
So you're saying don't let this collect for too long.
Right.
Yeah, stagnant water is what allows mosquitoes to breed. So you want to make sure you tip those over.
Yeah, standing pools of water. So make sure you try to eliminate around your property, whether it's in a dog bowl, maybe a bird feeder.
Correct.
And this too, I think a lot of people wouldn't think about tipping this.
Yeah, underneath it you have these catch basins. So you want to make sure you pour that water out. Obviously we want to keep our plants well watered so they don't dry up in the heat.
But once it runs through the plant, it's caught down here. You can empty that occasionally.
Correct. And then we also see something that's commonly overlooked is the corrugated downspouts. A lot of the newer downspouts on homes have the plastic corrugated and it's kind of ribbed all the way out, and it holds water. So you want to make sure you check those and really just walk your yard periodically.
What are the other?
Rotate those and empty them out.
The other T's, what are they?
Yeah, so that was tip. The second one is toss. So here in Nebraska, just recently we've had some strong storms coming through. I know we have some. I was watching the news this morning. There's some forecasted for this evening. So you want to walk your yard. I actually walked the yard this morning and already had some lawn clippings, some grass leaves, and some debris that had collected in the yard. And believe it or not, mosquitoes do not need much to create a safe haven and a cool space for them to kind of congregate and make a home for themselves. So just walk your yard periodically and collect those items.
Keep debris out of the yard.
Yep, toss those. The next one is turn. I just brought some toys here. Obviously, you can see one of my favorite toys when I was younger is just a dump truck. This can collect a lot of standing water. So you want to make sure you tip these over, leave these turned over. Something as simple as a Frisbee. Pool season starting up, could be goggles. Whatever you may have, make sure you turn those over and don't allow those to collect water.
Okay.
And the next one, the fourth one, is tarps. Common in most homes, whether it's to cover boats, cover firewood stacks. You want to make sure if you can't remove a tarp that you use a bungee cord to keep it nice and tight. Otherwise, these loose tarps just collect water. And you'll see that if you walk within a yard that has tarps on them, they begin to sag and allow the water to puddle on those. So you want to make sure
tarps, and I'm also thinking about the barbecue grill covers. If you leave those off and just kind of lay them next to the grill, those collect water too.
Yep. And then the last one is treat. We have a example here of one of our high-powered commercial machines.
That looks like Ghostbusters.
Yeah, we hear that a lot.
Okay.
We're actually
Can you fly with that? Can you fly away?
No, but it does eliminate mosquitoes, which is a good thing for us. So you can contact professional mosquito control companies such as Mosquito Squad to provide control for your yard and eliminate the mosquitoes on your property.
So John, I'm a big HGTV viewer.
Yeah.
And I know there's a guy, Jason Cameron.
Jason
He
Cameron,
put
yeah.
a cool video together for you guys. It's posted online, but he provides some additional information. I know some of these tips he also shares, but I think it's cool to have somebody like that talking about Mosquito Squad.
Yeah, Jason is a national spokesman for Mosquito Squad. We've had that relationship going on for our second year now, and he's been a tremendous asset for us and just a great role model and person representing
Does
the
he
brand.
work out? Do you know? Does he?
Yeah, I think he works out next to Dred's
him and Dred go to the same gym.
Yeah, they're both working out.
Well, and there he is with the tire swings and stuff too.
Yeah, tire swings are very obviously popular, but one of the recommendations we have, if you just take a drill bit and then just drill a hole at the bottom of the tire at the very bottom, so when water collects in the tire, it'll just drip down the bottom. So when we go to homes and we see that, our applicators are trained as well to teach them to put a hole at the bottom of that so it doesn't collect water.
Okay, all good information. And right now there's a special offer, an introductory barrier treatment for $49.
Wow.
You want to explain this? And it's for a half acre or less, which is about the size of your
Most
standard
houses,
property.
yeah.
Yeah, most properties within Omaha and Council Bluffs have a half acre or less, so it's your standard subdivision lot. And what $49 allows you to do is have one of our trained applicators come out to your property. You don't need to be home. And we treat the exterior of the home, all of the green areas, the natural areas, the brush, in and around your deck, anywhere you like to spend quality time with your family. So we'll treat those areas. It takes us 12 to 15 minutes. All we ask is you allow 30 minutes for the product to dry. And after it's dry, you can go back out and resume outdoor activity.
You can let pets back out there and everything.
Yeah,
after 30
pets,
minutes.
kids, everybody can go back out and enjoy the yard.
The number to call to take advantage of that offer, it's 402-718-8848, and then online, it's mosquitosquad.com. Such a relevant time to have you
It
here.
is. And this thing right here, it kind of
Getting
blows out
alive.
a cloud, doesn't it? Is it more of a cloud or a spray?
Yeah, it's more of a mist almost.
Mist, yeah.
This is like a high-powered leaf blower, but you'll notice the tank on top. It has a 3-gallon tank, and running across the blower here, if you can see it, it has a small tube, and it just kind of allows out a mist that
Yeah.
it
So
comes
it
in
kind
contact
of gets
with the
good
blow.
coverage.
Takes care of business,
Yeah,
John.
absolutely.
John,
Thank
thanks a lot
you.
for coming.
Hey,
Thank you.
Dred,
See you, Dred.
up
Appreciate
high.
it.
Nice
Yeah.
to meet you. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, do quads next time on the workout. Wearable technology has been huge, and we're starting to see the same kind of momentum with what's happening in our home.
Yes, Jennifer Jolly will show us one of her top picks, plus a few other devices she says are worth a close look.